Welcome to the SVG-TV news for Friday, December 19th. I'm Khalil Kato with tonight's headlines. The non-payment of vehicle licenses is said to be of grave concern to the government. That's according to Minister of State Julian Francis speaking in Parliament on Thursday. Francis says there are a number of persons who drive vehicles that are unlicensed for years, adding that when the Argyle Road sank a few weeks ago, the police caught 17 persons driving unlicensed vehicles in a 2-hour period.
I saw them stopping people. I said, boy, I thought you directed the traffic. He said, Minister, I have to do my job. I see unlicensed vehicles passing me. Mr. Speaker, even in this House of Parliament, you have members who ain't doing that.
No, I don't believe it.
Even in this House of Parliament, from 2009 until 2014, not a single cent has been paid on their car license driving it every day. Ask you, know. I don't talk unless I got me information.
I don't believe that.
Okay. All right.
You have to prove that to me.
I will prove it to you too. Any guilty person say, question me and sue me. I have the information. I ain't going to read it now. So, Mr. Speaker, anybody guilty, just put up your hand.
Francis outlined that there is one person in the House of Parliament who has been driving an unlicensed vehicle since 2009, and it's not a member on the government side.
The information that I have. When I said about the information I have in Otley Hall, in the Clare Valley accident, I had to explain on radio. I say, based on the information I have, I never say I get it from police, I never say I get it from this, from your brother, your sister, your uncle, or what. Based on the information I have. Because you see, one of the things that you all can't take with me is that I am a man on the ground.
On the ground. Yeah.
And every single day when people got things to talk, as media come tell. Plenty people come to me and lie to me, you know. I say, comrades, please don't lie to me, because it's easy to find out the information.
The public debt of this country stands at $1.5 million as of September 30th, 2014. That's according to Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Dr. Ralph Gonsalves during his presentation on the 2015 budget estimates. Dr. Gonsalves says the figure represents a 9.8% increase over the comparative period in 2013.
Public debt as at September 30th, 2014 is comprised as follows. Domestic, $631.2 million or 41.3% of the total debt. External debt, $882.7 million or 58.3% of the total debt. The total domestic debt amounted to $631.2 million as at September the 30th this year, increased by 4.8% or 28.7 million when compared with the domestic debt for the same period in 2013. The external debt for the same period was $882.7 million, an increase of $106.7 million or 13.8% when compared with the external debt as at September the 30th, 2013.
A new program under the heading High Court Additional Judges is included in the 2015 budget estimates, which will form part of the responsibilities of the registrar. This is according to Prime Minister Dr. Gonsalves, who said the program provides financial resources to increase the number of judges sitting at any one time.
The objective of this initiative is to reduce the disposal time of matters coming before the courts. This has been a complaint for quite some time.
This country appears to be going backwards as it relates to banana production. That's the view of MP for North Leeward, Roland Matthews. During his contribution to the 2015 budget estimates, Matthews says while other countries appear to be progressing, there are many challenges in SVG.
For example, Mr. Speaker, if one, to back up my point, Mr. Speaker, if one just to look at the result indicators for 2014, and compare that to 2013, we will see even by the ministry's own admission that it is unable to meet what the state does set out to meet. I know that there are situations where we would have, as we knew, we had a dry spell going on at one point, and this would have indeed have some impact. But Mr. Speaker, why are we putting the blame on the dry spell? We should not forget that we had one of the best irrigation systems in the region when it comes to be able to use water during the dry season.
After 8 months of grueling drills and intense bookwork, 51 recruits have graduated from the police training school at New Montrose. Addressing the officers yesterday at the graduation ceremony, Commissioner of Police Michael Charles told the graduates that being a law enforcement officer is never an easy job and urged them to prepare themselves for the task ahead.
Police officers must be just and should do everything in strict accordance with the law in a fair and selfless manner. You must have a high degree of self-discipline and integrity and not succumb to the temptation of money or be corrupted by power. Wearing a uniform makes you powerful. When you discharge your duties, never do it or never do things recklessly or subject yourself to bad influence. Be clear in your thinking. You will come across a wide range of cases, including complex crimes or thorny cases such as domestic violence, child and sexual abuse. You need to be good judgment and constant high vigilance. These qualities will prove to be invaluable not only when handling cases, but also when giving evidence in the court of law. Take every opportunity to enrich your knowledge of society and enhance your analytical power through continuing education and training.
Commissioner Charles further urged the officers to wear their uniforms with pride while serving this country. He proceeded to wish everyone a peaceful Christmas season.
Graduates, as you prepare to march off this parade ground this afternoon, as full-fledged men and women of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, be wary of the challenges ahead. Performing your duties with the public. Wear your uniform with pride and humility. Remember, you are servants of the citizen, and you must show your employers that you are worthy of their employment. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the officers and other ranks of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, and on behalf of myself and family, I wish each and everyone present here this afternoon and the rest of St. Vincent and Grenadines a safe and most enjoyable holiday season and a bright and prosperous 2015. May God continue to bless us. May He continue to bless the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and may He bless St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Advisor in the Ministry of National Security, Sir Vincent Beach, also encouraged the officers to work hard and to never lose focus of their purpose.
So I wish you all well. I wish you would always keep in constant review what you have learned, and to understand that the reason why you've been drilling so much up and down, it was for a reason. If it was just for the academic form, you wouldn't have to do that. But because you drill up and down, it instills that discipline in you that is very hard to lose.
Judging in the community lighting competition begins this evening. We have that story and more on the local scene when the SVG-TV news continues. Judging in the 2014 Vinlet Community Lighting Competition will begin this evening in the communities from Petit Bordel to Vermont on the leeward side of the island. The judging will continue on Saturday night when those areas on the windward side stretching from Stubbs to Oria and Sandy Bay will be judged. Areas in the Kingstown zone between Kittels and Kalyaquah, including the Mesopotamia Valley, will be the final ones to face the judges. The various villages will be judged on impact 20 points, creativity 20 points, and theme 10 points. The judging will be done in 5 zones, including the Grenadines, with zonal winners competing for the national title, currently held by Point Village. The various results are expected to be announced at 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve morning during the Kingstown 9 Mornings program at Heritage Square. 6 artists will represent St. Vincent and the Grenadines in Sunday's Youth Fest in Vieux Fort, St. Lucia. The duo of Novisha Tony and Brian Maloney, who will be singing in the 20 to 29 year age category, said they are pleased to be ambassadors for SVG. The local contingent is expected to leave for St. Lucia on Sunday morning on board the MV Admiral and return later that day after their 5 p.m. presentation. Elated about the competition, Tony and Maloney, who are no novices to the stage, said opportunities like the Youth Fest give youngsters the chance to showcase their talent.
It allows the individual who's representing to, get a feel of what it's like to be out there in the stage, and you get a feedback of the crowd. And also being Vincentians, when I went there last year, the response I thought you would have gotten was overwhelming, because I didn't expect that sort of support from the audience themselves. So I don't think that us being as Vincentians would be a problem for us as we go out there. And it also helps to build and boost the confidence of the persons who enter these competitions. And you could only go from there.
I'm ecstatic. I'm ready to perform. I'm ready to represent. So I'm just excited right now.
Tony, who is self-employed, and Maloney, who is a teacher, shared a bit of their talent with SVG-TV News.
Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? That's all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs is all I ever had. Redemption song.
The other Vincentian artists set to perform in the upcoming event are Shania Webb, Javid Rouse, Devon Richards, Zamfir Adams, and the Breakstorm Dance Troupe. This is the 11th year of the Youth Fest, which has been organized by Vincentian Omar Davis, living in St. Lucia. Persons wishing to travel to St. Lucia to attend the talent showcase can get their tickets for $125 at the SVG AMP office at the Peace Memorial Hall, the Inter-Island Shipping Agency, and the OMS Bookstore in Kingstown. Under the theme, Giving God the Glory, the Rosebank Development Association, ROBDA, will host a praise-giving service on Christmas Day. Acting President of ROBDA, Kennard King, said the event seeks to give God praise despite the tragedy of the 2013 December floods. King said his organization, which has been around for 27 years, will bring the churches from the North Leeward community together for worship and praise.
And so we having this service to give God thanks and praise as we think about another Christmas. Not to bring back any memories per se as death hours a memorial, but it's simply a time where we reach out to the village of Rosebank, by extension North Leeward, and giving them service. It will start at 4 o'clock at Rosebank. It will be held outside of the community center in the open air. People know it as gutter, but it's basically that area. We'll be having churches from as far as Spring Village right back to Fitzhugh.
The event will be held at the Rosebank Community Center from 4 p.m. on Christmas Day. The SVG Broadcasting Corporation, which is made up of SVG Television, Hits 103.7 and Easy Radio 102.7 and 91.1, culminated the Bells of Christmas promotion today. The grand prize winner was Melanie Butler. She received a flat-screen TV from Cashwiz, a security system from Third Eye Security, a full-length body mirror from Finishing and Furnishing, a mega oven from Quartz, and Hyroon drinks from the St. Vincent Brewery. Second place went to Michael Johnson, while third place went to Kieran Cruikshank. The top three were among hundreds who called in during the promotion and answered questions on air. After various rounds, which included rapid questions, balloon blowing, and blindly identifying objects, media sales rep at SVGBC, Esther Davis, thanked everyone for participating and congratulated the winners of the Christmas promotion. She pointed out that this was the company's way of giving back and spreading the cheer of the festive season. Davis said the promotion kept customers happy and in the spirit of Christmas, rewarded loyal listeners while giving sponsors an opportunity to give back. Almost $10,000 in prizes were given away at the SVG-BC Bells of Christmas promotion, and Davis described the event as the biggest radio gamers promotion in the country.